Hey guys, what up? What up? How are we doing? Um, Hopefully nothing happens today. So I'm still working, but I'm hoping that today not much happens and I get to stream. Now this could always change, so there's every possibility that this ends up being a short stream. But let's hope for the best. I wanted to level a new character, and I figured today was a good enough day to start so that this weekend we can probably get it to a point I'm happy with. Created this character, put my custom colors on, and it just looks hilarious. This is going to be my first ever leveled monk, pretty much. So wish me a luck. Kind of rhymes. Kinda. We need to find... There we go.
Power. But at...
Everything is so slow, holy.
Effective. Thunder!
Bonk.
My training continues. Skill always beats raw strength.
All right. What are we getting first? Probably skill speed, and we'll probably go down this route. I need to find a leveling guide for this, or a twink setup that doesn't cost any amount of money. I don't know which I would prefer, if I'm being very honest, but we'll see. Let me see, who am I going to check? I think Arcane mentioned Lazy Exile. Had a twink.
How have the Ezamites fallen this far?
There we go.
Using this out leveling setup, I was able to take my newly level 1 character, go to the whole campaign in just under 4.5 hours while dying only one time. This is the revamp of my Pillar of the Cage God out leveling. One setup for all class, all ascendancies, tankier with more damage, and only using unique items.
Do I want to twink this much? I feel like the answer is no. I kind of just honestly want to experience. I want to skip until first ascendancy, I think. Then I would like to experience hollow form, I believe, which is because I'm going martial artist. Then actually I need to check this. And to make sure hollow form doesn't lead out of anywhere else, first and foremost, I guess. Hollow form techniques. This one. Try not to create fleeting images of your astral self near the target. Perform targeted melee attack once they vanish, targeting the closest enemy if possible. Images cannot perform channeled skills. Consume a power charge, yada yada, and then it requires any melee martial weapon. Cool. So I have two options here. I either just pay to skip ascendancies altogether and go for my fourth lab, picking up all four of my ascendancies, which I don't fully like the idea of, or I go hollow form and I use Nocturnals to sustain charges and I just go with that, which I think is the preferred method. So we're gonna do that, but up until then, I actually don't know what I want to level as. So we're going to use this. And we're going to twink until first ascendancy. And then we're going to go from there. Fill out the cage. God has a level 4 requirement. Interesting. All right, so we're just going to buy all these items, pretty much. Tell me she has a trade link. Frostbomb, Killing Palm. Pounds. Okay, doesn't look like there is a link to any trade setup. So we're just going to buy Pill Out the Cage God, shall we?
Renly, I Smith. There's a beast, but now if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you.
And this is meant to be Frostbomb.
Till next time.
The discipline of the forge has taught him.
But this all I fear this land's sickness. Sorry, I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Stay safe if you can.
Do. Pillar of the Caged God. Equipment filters, 3 sockets. I will buy the cheapest because I assume those requirements are just with these sockets. And it looks like we're going to be strength stacking.
Yes?
I hate when I spawn in and it doesn't show me what I want to see.
I guess it's worth that.
Let me convert some divines, like 2 divines to exalts.
All right, your order is registered.
Or 1, apparently. Open exiled exchange. Gray make. Go for the highest strength variance. Requires level 30. No. Would rather require level 5, but there we go. This one is fine. Do I care for tabula rasa? I feel like I don't want to deal with the jewels low key. Where's tabula rasa? Movement speed percent. X6. I guess I could just have 1 surge and just breeze through them. Guess that is something I could in theory do. But anyways, Carnage Hearts. Looking for high all attributes alongside good strength, but mostly just high all attributes. 16, 12. High assassin is 16, 12, 18, 10, kind of same difference. 2011. No, this is 1211. Never mind. Okay, buddy. All attributes minimum 18, strength minimum 13.
The tide turns.
Death rush. I feel like I have a Loctonia, but I could be wrong on that. Mm. And then for the second one, we're going Black Hearts. %8 attack speed. And now we go what? Black Hearts? Sure. Mm. The only thing I care about is the Intimidate on hits. Oh shit, we can already equip this. Meginord's Girdle. I might already have that if I'm being honest. Damn, I'm slow. What the fuck? Uniques, please tell me I actually didn't just, you know, ignore everything and actually have. I don't have boots. God damn it. I do have Enfolding Dawn, which is 100 spirits. This I will use eventually. Maybe I even use it now, to be honest. This will hit my mana regen though. Is the biggest problem here. I came here to check belts. Nope. I gotta buy Meganords. That's a lot of life. What am I missing here? Gloves, helmets, amulet ring. I think that's basically it. Wanderlust boots. Bootsies. Kind of hard to forget boots when you instantly start moving and you're very quickly reminded on why you need boots. All right, with that, we're chilling. Who needs boots? This game is so slow you wouldn't even notice the lack of boots. Oh, you notice it. It's a slower game, but you very much notice a lack of booties. Just saying. Lesser glacial. Let's go.
I'll post it right away.
I'm just going to do that. So you require level 11. That is not good. I watch people move at snail space and spam their dodge to move. It makes me cringe. I mean, if by snail's space you're comparing it to PoE 1, then sure. But realistically, I don't think anybody's really moving at the snail space unless you literally don't have movement speed on boots and stuff. Or I guess I should rephrase that. Oh, unless you're a full armor character, then you know. Then you're just not liked. But I would say movement is relative to the game you're playing, and PoE has like my last character was not slow by any means, as an example. We'll go.
Enjoy.
Surely one of y'all is going to give me
Surprised to see a thief in a place like this.
MS, right? There.
Yes? You're feeling lucky. Guess I can help move that by then.
I can already feel the difference between not having it and having it. All right, now skill wise, what am I getting? Wasn't Renly supposed to give me a skill? So in terms of skills, what skill should I use? Falling Thunder with... It looks like I'll be using Falling Thunder for a bit, so I might as well just 5-link it. Then we give it... We need Killing Palm. We should have gotten Killing Palm if I'm being honest. But we're giving it... What if I... Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is. Level 65 requirement? Oh, okay. Why? Like, why? Who does it help? Anyways, doesn't matter. So... Ricochet... Perpetual charge. I don't really have perpetual charge, you know. I don't really have charges yet. But I guess when I do, it would be big. And last but not the least, close combats. I watch people. Are you re-rolling this a new character? What is going on? Oh yeah, this is a new character. I am making a second build, but the idea is to make an even better, what do you call it, wyvern character. So this one will not have the monkey.
Lightning.
Holy. So what is supposed to sustain me mana wise?
survive without my help.
Name's Farrow. I'm far from...
What is it? I
Perhaps
take
that's
it.
about... Speaking of, let's investigate that remnant.
Surely you give me
Here.
a socketed skill, right? That's what I want. Of course. I assume I have to do this one.
Foul creature.
Now, son,
Mystery.
seek out... Good on you.
All right, we go to... We need to get Killing Palm AS. Oh my god. Okay. This I wasn't expecting. GG, I guess. We'll get a skill gem from doing Mudburrow. Since you don't stream while I am at work, you'll be working at most of the time as well.
Creature.
Watching that person who had questions about. Oh, how's that person's the one you were asking about trial for, right? Oh, there we go. This is exactly what I don't need to kill Devourer anymore. I probably will to get my first few points. Killing Palm.
Each victory is but another milestone on the endless. Thunder! What twisted nightmare! I need mana.
No siree.
Need more mana. Nightmares have no power against the light.
All right, before we do anything else, what else am I meant to get? Frostbomb Rend. Devar is level 7. When do we get Rend, actually? Is Rend just the basic attack for Wyverns? So like if I ID this and I put this in weapon set 2, the one for Wyvern, oh nice, this actually has res. You still haven't gotten an item for Ascendancy Trial 3 for either Trial of Holy. They did a full 4-hour stream doing T1 and 2 maps, pulling out the Atlas and stuff. I never got an item you guys said drops. So they still talk on 2 Ascendancies. they tried async trade, but the items were still either grayed out and wouldn't give them points, or it was level 80, which I think is the last lab if I'm correct. 75 plus is the last lab. Lab number 3 and 4 for Trial of Chaos is the same. So he would have to be 75 and higher for that in terms of the item level of the invitation. But for Trial of the Sekima,
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
for Trial of Sekima, I think he would be looking for 75. I don't know where it starts, but I would say like between 65 and 75, you'd get third lab. There is a third one for Sekima, but for Trial of Chaos, it's just literally the third is the same as the fourth. The difference is the fourth, you need there's a key you get on the inside. It's like ultimatums, a 10-wave ultimatum. If you get to wave 10, you get a third ascendancy. But if you want to go for a fourth ascendancy, then you bring the tickets you get from killing the boss of the third ascendancy 3 times. You bring that ticket to the end of the 10 wave, and you then get access to Trial Master. Basically, is how that works. Can't do level 80 stuff, and that is a lot. Yeah, level 80, you can't die in trials. So let me see. I would say honestly, if they get honor resistance on their idols, and like you said, they already got to, oh, she's somewhere there.
Sleeping eyes. Invader!
No mana.
Bonk. I'm just going to go Falling Thunder upgrade. Five portals on the map. Yeah, it will drop eventually. It's just RNG. Though there is this one place on the Atlas. I can't show you my current character, but on the Atlas, when you first get into the fortress, at least for me, I don't know if this is for everyone, but there was a oh,
A remnant of the old magics.
What happened here? There is a menu. I'll wait here. The old magics.
there was a point in the Atlas Claire for Fortress
Loathsome creature.
where I essentially got to see like 2 different rewards for 2 different maps. One of them was Trial of Chaos ticket, the other one was Trial of Sekima ticket, and the map area determines the area level of what I got.
The forest moves. I best not tarry if the trees here behave like that. No mana.
I've never known mushrooms to grow in this part of the forest.
I need mana.
Tell me we get some form of mana sustain, because Drinking a pot after every combo is going to be a pain in the fucking butt. But from all the items I just got,
Generations of
I don't know if I've seen mana leech anywhere. Yeah, I don't see any solution here. Optimize for mana issues. What is the optimization for mana issues, my G? Because I can't see anything. Like, am I missing? Oh, they all have trade links. That made my life a bit easier. Didn't know that. But like, am I bugging? I don't see anything anywhere talking about that's before you use killing palm to get partials before boss, and that's before siphoning strike. Storm wave. When do I get storm wave? Act 2. That's probably around when I would want to switch forms. Okay. She should try and focus on getting currency to buy jeweler orbs so her main skills can get 5 support. Yeah, that's a big power spike. 6 linking your skill is definitely big. I don't think perfects are not the most expensive now. But yeah, if you end up using a lot of portals,
Your fate is sealed.
it's kind of hard to give advice without knowing
I need mana. Could that hold the runes?
context of like where the person is at in terms of progression.
The old ways still hold some power. Savor the feeling, but keep moving forward. Vanquished.
Might be if you lose without on this game. I don't play much. I wasn't sure if it was built in or something. By default, you don't have a loot filter. You have to actively go seek out, what do you call it, filter blade, essentially. Like, you have to go make your filter with filter blade, but once you have your filter with filter blade, then, you know, the baseline semi-strict, just like PoE 1, you can use that to start off, and then as you figure out the game out more, you can start making either more manual changes or just keep going up in strictness. And with the latest filter blade updates, it's really easy or really chill doing your own thing now. Where are these freaking shrines? I have one of them done.
A malicious presence lingers here.
So that's number 2. We need to find number 3. Holy. You're gonna die for that one.
Just one more. Sleep now and dream no longer.
Is it like his scarring was going to want not to clear an item? Couldn't answer that question, so I didn't know. There is no scarring up in this game. They won't drop items to matter more, and as such, they think one of the bigger reasons it doesn't is because people can go back on rarities. So they're trying to not allow that by not having scarring orbs. But we have most of everything else. There are annuls, there are exalts, augments, transmutes, you name it, but we don't have scars. We can't take a tier that's rare to like magic or normal. So in many cases, normal items end up having a decent amount of value. Now that we are here, what is the next item or skill supposed to be again? Pounds. Okay. Pounds didn't used to look like this. What the fuck? Oh my god. Don't tell me I think what I ended up doing, I think I ended up buying support gems and not putting them in my stash, so they're in my main character's inventory. All right, Killing Palm, what do you have? Thrill of the Kill 2. Charge Profusion. And Rapid Attacks 2. And then, honestly, let's do that. That is a temporary solution to my conundrum. And for pounds, we go cooldown. And mark of siphoning. Okay, so this is killing palm. We'll make this pounds. And then we do frost bomb there. And then we're going to switch characters so I can actually put those support gems into my stash. Gross, I'm gonna Lamau. All right, so far so good at work. Nothing, I'm not needed for anything, so we can, stream is going good. I don't like how inconsistent it makes my stream for the week that I am working at night, but what can we do? So mark of siphoning will handle, paired with the other one, is going to handle all our needs. I didn't think this was going to sell for 20 if I'm being honest. I'm glad it did. Oh Jesus Christ. Where are you at? Huh? I didn't see you there. Okay, now it's working. All right, we now have when it comes to runes as well. Face damage leached as mana. Nothing can go in my weapon. It'll hit my damage too much. I can use inspirations. Let's go. We'll use lesser inspirations in our item to, well, not entirely, because we do still need res. Oh wow, they just straight up recommend strength everywhere. Just giga damn. I guess it's also life, but are we eventually going to make it so we just eat life cost instead? I hope so, but at the same time, I don't know so, you know. Robust is strength. Jesus, they are that expensive, huh? All right, we're not gonna do that. We are instead going to do mana. What's up?
That's up.
Which are inspiration runes.
I'll post it right away.
I am leveling my monk, and I'm going. I decided
Nice.
I was going to. I'm going to twink until first ascendancy, and then I'm going to see how I feel with hollow form. I'm also streaming.
Now the others.
Time to discover what truly
I figured.
happened out here.
Our mana regen is a lot better now.
Form though.
What'd you say?
He's
What
in
skill are you gonna
conflict.
use?
Goodbye.
I probably can use any if I'm being honest. I'm going strength stacking already, so
Loathsome creature. These
Could use
roots
any.
are suffused with a strange magic.
could do whirling assault.
Only assault is not unlocked till 41.
Then I'll just use. Honestly, we'll see what I end up using. Because my minions will. The clones have charges, right, when they spawn with Nocturnials.
You're mine.
That would mean I need 2 ascendances before I can properly use that, at least, since that's just shared charges and doesn't actually generate until Stone Fists. So we'll see. I'll figure something out. Right now I'm just using Killing Palm to generate charges.
They don't. I don't think they have it when they spawn though. They need to get it, and when they get it, you get it. They have it when they hit. They have a chance to get it on hit.
Okay.
So, but I mean, it's still the same. Like it's still whatever. And, yeah, I was thinking of
Won't be
leveling the
getting
new
through
character today.
here. For now.
What character? Have you even decided on what character?
I wrote a whole manifesto of my thoughts on Varashta.
Yeah. That doesn't mean you've decided Varashta.
Go home. Did you see it?
What's that? Did I see what you were hoping to get with the impact?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just gonna run it and let figure it out for myself.
I mean, I can't help you. I don't think minions are necessarily for you, if I'm being honest. But good luck.
Thanks. Sag.
What can I say?
I mean, doesn't even. It's not really. You to yourself has said it's not really a minion thing, so you might be fine.
Varasha is very spellcasting adjacent, but I think you don't like the delay that comes from having minions.
I've
You-
played traps and mines though. You said it was similar gameplay.
If the face.
Like you press a button and then something happens. Yes.
Well, traps are even different, right? Because traps is you press a button,
The old magic
it then has to drop, it then has to arm, the muscle has to walk over it and it explodes.
Her singing soothes
Mines are
the
different in
soul.
PoE now with detonate mines, right? Mines are just you just spamming detonate on automation,
Mm.
but there's still a delay. It's not like it's like you're actually spell casting, literally. So I don't know. I mean, listen, it doesn't even matter. We're here to literally figure that out. So
Your
it's
end
fine.
come.
Mm.
What's the name of that chest? Unfolding Dawn.
The one I have, Unfolding John.
I'm gonna level.
Yeah.
Sork.
Have fun.
Need more mana.
Why are you leveling us?
I am probably just going to level a Sork.
Is this the point where I say no shit?
What am I leveling as
A
specifically?
runestone.
Skill, yeah.
Threaded Lights, Spirit Second. Whichever spell.
What's this then?
Traded lights? Oh, the offhand.
Eyes on them before.
Yeah,
Give me a moment.
So spark?
that's what I was thinking.
God, blimey.
Yeah, I haven't thought that far, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we'll keep
but
up
yeah.
the search.
This is the exact area my exit was on league starts. When I've the zone is static. Or if I just got the layout RNG twice. So if I get Stone Fist, I don't get Hollow Form, and if I get Hollow Form, I don't get Stone Fist.
Quickly! My family has been abducted!
Foul creature.
I actually forgot I could just be a wolf and have extra movement speed. My goodness, where on earth are these things? How have I not found a single exit? They all like tucked away in one corner. Jesus. I feel like I should be using Nova projectiles for Falling Thunder.
Malice.
Coverage isn't the greatest, currently at least. Wait, I'm supposed to go here and then pick up these. Okay. I guess we'll change that.
You're mine. I need mana. No mana.
There we go. Even though now we're out of charges.
You will have eternity to regret your intrusion here.
Need more mana.
The spirits of hunger. You cannot stop me.
Let the Ezamites buried here finally know peace.
I'm guessing she is going to be at the bottom right or something.
Your end comes.
Or not. Still have to find wherever she is. Sometimes this map is very, very annoying because, like, how have I not found a senior? She's not there. She's not here. Like, where could she realistically still be? Here? That's like the only place that is no longer missing on my entire map. And of course she's there. Of course. Tucked away in some corner where she never is? But what do I know?
Somewhere in the darkness, a soul lies dreaming of hate.
I need mana. Need more mana.
Let's see if we can get her to spawn before.
You will never leave this place. Conquer.
I need mana.
Your soul is mine. To me, Draven.
Yes, my beloved.
When do I get Siphoning Strike? Level 7 skill gem, so that's gonna be a while. What am I meant to do till then?
I sent for...
He has them. Rejoin your family, tortured soul.
Instead of going for mana region, honestly, I should probably just go for mana runes. Kill max mana a bit. That would probably help my mana situation more so than percent mana region.
I'm picking up another runestone nearby.
Finally, familiar terrain.
Hmm.
Spirit are held a little. See, or you pay them a visit. See you.
You found.
All right, we have Carnage Hearts. That leaves these to level 26. That is elite level, my guy. On level 11, which is pretty soon, to be honest.
This. So.
Hmm.
You're mine! Foul creature. What creature is capable of such violence? Back to the soil.
Good work. Another one, and the same result on the bright side.
All right, what do we have going on
There
here?
has to be a catch here, right?
Exalts.
You know how much a
About
mage
that.
blood is? How a quarter of a mage blood the price of a leveling carry for TFT?
How is a
Why
quarter
would
of
that
a
be
mage
priced up?
blood? What do you
Why would pay
mean?
100 div for a campaign carry?
Because a campaign carry takes time.
100 div, bro.
No one's willing to do it, and someone's willing to pay it.
Then you are what's been feasting on the livestock.
It's as simple as that. If no one was willing to pay,
I think
then
that speaks to how bad it is for alt characters in this game.
Get back here!
is it
'Cause I
alt
know
card?
it's kind of ass in PoE1 a little bit, but I don't remember it being 100 in PoE1.
I mean, they're in PoE 1, you can literally give someone the equipment and be done with it in like if you 1 hour, 2 hours. This one is a like 3-4 hour commitment. And I'm pretty sure if you were to campaign carry, you could actually do it in like record times, like maybe sub 1 hour even. But those are very quick. So if it's 25D for 1 hour in PoE 1 and it's 100D for 4 hours here, the difference between campaign length then it makes sense. But I do know in Period 1, there are also a lot more people who are willing to do it. You can't pay me enough here. Period 1, I could say there's a universe, like maybe if I'm just bored and I'm tired of all the end game strats. I mean, I know it's bad at that point, but like, you know, it's not as bad of an experience, especially if
I would really love to be able to just blast it, but god damn. I was thinking, okay, you know what? If it's 35 divs and I fuck it. I'll do it at least once.
like
And if it's an ass
carry.
experience, I'll never do it again. And then I just double check that. I'm like, wait, are they really asking for this much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would never even spend it 35D for that.
You rush to ruin.
Act 1 to 3, 12D each. Act 4, 14D. Act 5, 6, 7, 10D each. You're fucking insane. Alright, fuck it.
Does this game even allow you to, does this game even do level down scaling? I assume it does, right? Let's go get the waypoint in Orgham Farmlands. Like, if you really think about the campaign experiences, if I'm bored enough and you were leveling a new character and you asked me to carry you PoE 1, I could consider it. But like, yeah, I'd have to be bored and everything, but like, it's something I could consider. In PoE 2, no, like it's just not happening. And one of the bigger things for campaign experience for me, at least in this game, is I just don't enjoy the lack of, like, I can't use the skills I want to use. I can't use my build early on. My current build that I'm making this monk for, I don't have access to it to level 70. So even though I would like to have the 0 to hero, I'm just going to twink till I get to level 70. And that involves keeping a good chunk of my progression, including getting my ascendancies myself. Because like, I would love to get my ascendancies myself, but I'm not about to start doing the YDX on how I'm going to get power charges for hollow form when I just, all I want to do is level up hollow form to get to the end game. So I'll just be like, yeah, okay. Maybe I pay for a tempo carry. Maybe I choose to do it myself and I tank hollow form without charges or something.
Was that the benevolent joy?
But I know currently with the different tech I know for generating power charges, at a minimum, I need 2 ascendancies. Would have been 1 if I could use Elite Chimes or something, but like Elite Chimes has a minimum requirement of 65. Why? I don't know. Because they said so. So that means it's definitely a Loctonia angle with Stone Fist, which means I need to be second ascendancy so I can get Stone Fist and, you know, the original one. I forgot to check where the insects were flying to, which isn't great. It's not something I want to forget, but I see one. We'll go bottom right. Though actually I assume the one I should be going for is bottom left. And bottom right to end up being
Mindless.
but yeah, there's a lot of level restrictions in this game for alt characters as well. Some of which feel like they're there to be there, which I don't fully understand. But I'm sure it all plays a role in overall the price, you know?
I spent some time today thinking about my. Sorry, Cat was here if you were talking to me, so I might have missed it.
No, just talking about the leveling experience. Anyways, you were saying?
I spent some time thinking about the end game and what I've been struggling with.
Okay.
First thing I noticed was, hold on one sec.
Oh wait, you know, I just remembered something.
I'm back.
Where is level up
Remember.
effects? Didn't forget that.
First thing I realized was I feel a big push and pull, right? Like it's like, oh shit, I want to go out and explore and do these other strategies. And then it's like, oh shit, but my experience going out without doing these things in the fortress or doing these things in the league mechanics to get all the trees up will actually just be worse.
Death becomes you.
It doesn't,
Okay.
it's not the same. I recognize it's not the same, but it feels like if someone was in white maps and they wanted to like path out, and I say white maps because the person has like quarter of the tree in points, Atlas tree. So like not like tier 1, but maybe more like I mean like yellows, tier 6s. I know I'm not in tier 6s, but you know what I mean when I say it feels a little bit like I am.
Explain. Like exploring the Atlas would feel like that.
Yeah, because I'm just struggling getting well like that's what pushing out will be, right? Like I won't have a bunch more of the cool bonuses, right? Like this tree is designed for you to have it all. So not having it all or even like half at this point and saying, "Oh, you know what? Instead I want to go do this instead." It feels worse.
Is
Especially when
this
you're learning the importance of biomes. This is not FOMO. This is not FOMO.
is
I
it?
think it is actually, you feel a big push and pull between you, I should stay and do more of this. And try to unlock this. Oh shit, okay, Delhi is, I want to experience harder content. Delhi is really important. Fuck, I also need the fortress points too because
Is he bugged?
another way.
I think he's bugged.
I want to experience this too because another way to juice is like, a big part of juicing is being able to add that extra tablet with the biomes, with the city biomes. So I'm like, okay, so let me try to push out and do that. Oh shit, I can't because, you know, that's kind of my thought process.
I think with the completing your Atlas first, that bit is FOMO.
I'm not thinking complete. That's why I said like, even just half. But like when you have like a quarter after your first arbiter kill, there's still a lot that you don't have.
Yes.
Even, like say, you know what? Let me try to repath this decision and make a better one.
But also, how'd I put it? When I was in, I got my ritual points once I I had 5 Atlas points when I got my ritual points, and I was on 5 for a while. And I don't think I didn't make money. I think I made a decent amount of money.
Different time in the league, though. Good to know.
I mean, now I think you'd
At
still
that
make
time,
money.
there's a lot of uniques that you were picking out that are not worth anything right now.
Yes, but now the main thing, if you were in T5, T7 maps, sure, but being in T16 maps means you do have access to the expensive omens, and they're juicing strats you can actually have access to. You won't have as much tributes, but the important thing for these strats is, what's it called? The important thing for these strats, or for ritual specific, then this is ritual, is that you can reroll. We're getting majority of that from tablets and potentially tablet effect from masters. Is there a need to get all your completions? Yes, but you don't have to do it all at the same time. If you want to do delirium, like you said, just go do delirium, clear the delirium points, and head out into the Atlas. There's stuff you need to do on your tree, but you want to explore delirium, so explore delirium. You don't need to min max. Does that make sense?
You heard exactly what I was saying.
You said you don't feel
the progression of drops.
So thank you.
Okay, I'm listening.
There's actually like a fat cap on how drops feel when you make it to T16s and you've killed your first Arbiter. Like, your loot on average in map isn't actually going to get that much better till you start getting more fortress points. Do you agree with that? Let's start there.
Do I agree that your loot feels
someone who's
capped?
running just Alch maps, 2 tablets. That person isn't going to be getting, the more they go around to do these other things, they're not going to get, like your average loot in the map gets capped. Do you agree?
Compared to what? Are you comparing to somebody who has everything and is juicing?
About the progression of loot. I'm just talking about the general progression of loot from like when you were first getting your points one by one to the point that you make it that you kill Arbiter the first time and you have like 40 points to mess with, so you can actually reach the top nodes for the first time and click more quant rarity per tablet or per tablet modifier. Those pretty juicy mods. That's kind of what I'm referring to here. And so what I was saying was, okay, but when you're doing that, you start realizing, like, I'm looking at Breach right now, right? I've been doing a lot of Breach, and I've been really enjoying Breach. But I'm like, okay, I want to take this to the next level. There's 2 things involved. First of all, I need to probably start buying tablets with certain roles. A little bit annoying, but that's just how this game is. It's fine. I want to experience what juicing is in PoE 2. But then you realize that the prices of some of these tablets with these roles, like with these good roles that set the thing apart, are actually also priced around people who have the Atlas completion, so they can use those bonuses in bigger ways than you currently are, right? Because you don't have the full Atlas points.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, when I want to engage with the juicier version of Breach, I'm not even saying whatever Fubgun posted. It's like, I want to juice my Breach monsters more with more effectiveness and stuff. I now realize, oh shit. So I need to make sure that, in general, like I am filling out the Atlas now. Or I need Jado now, right? Because I'm realizing, oh shit, Jado has this node that's really strong. Still not following any guide word for word. I'm just picking out elements of what people are doing to add to mine to increase it. But now I'm realizing, bro, I need to do all these other things so bad. And I actually would like to just step out of the Atlas. But now I feel like I can't because the loot I'm getting in my Alct 2-mod tablet, random tablet Alct maps isn't that different from like what it's been for the last 3-4 days. And so I am struggling. That's what I mean when I say that, like, it doesn't feel like it improves after a point, because at that point it feels like the game is asking you to juice, because It's like old Atlas. Like you're chilling in T16s. You're just alking those maps. The loot isn't getting that much better till you start juicing.
Mm-hmm.
They also said in the interview, right? They said that they changed a lot of the progression for maps to be like from like things that used to be only in the maps. They changed it to work a different way, which was like you have to pick those points in the Atlas now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was referring to.
So I get what you mean. And depending on how meta the strategy, yes, there are some that you will be priced out of if you do not have a decent amount of Atlas completion. But what I disagree with is that you need.
I didn't say everything. I just said like I need to go from like a quarter. That's 300.
Yes.
You have. There's 300.
What's there to talk about? Got a bit excited.
Getting half at that point starts to become a little bit more important, right? If you have less than 100, then you can agree that shit will start feeling weird. You've already spent.
I have all my
like,
points.
A quarter.
Or you mean like? I think about the experience. Okay,
Yeah.
go on. I get what you mean, and yes, passive points. The only way loot will feel better is juicing. So, and the biggest source of juicing is tablets. They are basically the scarabs. It's the same thing in PoE 1, where once you get to a certain point, you don't really want to arc and go anymore. You just want to start trying to use scarabs, and you just hope that the scarabs have cheapened out at this point. What I'm kind of saying as well is like, there are some things, not everything is built equal. With ritual as an example, I would really love to have additional rerolls, but unless I'm doing the way Fobgun is doing, I'm just not going to touch that modifier because it's like 14D and I'll be literally burning money if I touch it. This is not in relation to
that's big,
completion.
Because like, what other mod would you then go on ritual to replace that?
That is big, yes, but you kind of just have to adapt in that case.
Can we follow?
I'm asking what the adapting is.
Oh, the one I could think about, and it's not a perfect solution because PoE 2 is not a perfect game. It has its oversights, and ritual is one of them. But how I am adapting is I'm instead stacking increased omen chance, so every window I see more omen, and that's a significantly cheaper tablet combination. So the idea is now I'm seeing more omens per window, and I'm only seeing double the base windows. So like instead of seeing 2, I'm seeing 4 because the unique tablet is still like 1D. It's fine, and I'm just using a mod that I think is cheaper to juice instead of that. That is the alternative. It's not a perfect alternative, like I said, but it's an alternative. And in the case of breach for you, I have heard of like certain people doing some weird alternatives where instead of using certain mods, they're trying to use other tablets to juice rares or something. Or I've heard like some summoning circle shit. Basically, in the case of juicing for you, the way forward as an intermediary, it doesn't mean you have to go all the way to the top, which is the expensive tablets. There might be a middle ground that you can aim for instead. That even with just 100 Atlas points or however many you have, it still feels really good, and you don't need to care as much about the progressing that as much. That's kind of where my mind is at when it comes to juicing. There is a certain level of juice that gets unlocked when you have everything, and if you really want that, you can go ahead and proceed to unlock everything. But if you really want to explore a mechanic, then the solution would be to exploit in bits or explore a watered down version. It's the same in like TLIs, the same in PoE. The watered down version. I mean, if you were to make enough currency right now, you could just literally buy the tickets for the fights, blast rate 5 times, get all your points. That's done. I went the route of.
have the money for it.
I went the route of I just explored out to find the tickets myself. So and whenever I got the tickets, I blasted it and I got more points. I didn't manually
just still
play the
think,
fortress. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
manually
I
playing the
just still
fortress is
think
ass
that
personally.
I just still think the rituals dropped to low like farm. I do still think that though.
That's a
Like,
bad farm
I'm not
now.
saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't think it's the same farm you did.
It's not the same farm I did. I'm not saying it
Because
is.
now it's like, okay, the omens are exciting and then rare unique is exciting if it's like really rare, but like the average like T2 unique is nothing, right?
I think in the
So
current,
I was struggling with that a bit because like it felt kind of weird.
like, yes, you wanted to farm ritual, but you knew you couldn't do Fob Guns version, so you felt like you couldn't juice it. Is that it?
I need you to realize I'm not comparing myself to Fubgun. I'm not clicking up Fubgun video and saying I can't
I,
do his strat.
I know you're not comparing yourself to it, but I'm saying, were you trying to farm ritual and then you just realized that to
I was trying
juice
to farm
ritual you need?
ritual.
Like, I'm not saying you're trying to copy Foggun's farm or whatever. I'm saying you were trying to farm ritual and you were thinking of how you could use it, and you went, but it's ended up intersecting with Foggun's strat, and so she was expensive.
No, I mean that's just a popular shot of the league. It's fine. It's just I was curious, yo, can I experience this without feel like I'm trolling right now? And I wasn't sure what the answer to that was. It didn't feel like it was a yes, especially if I didn't have a good atlas tree to make the map feel juicy, low key over time. Like have good average swings.
Your
Right?
fate is sealed.
What
Let's say the ritual is like, man, you're just going to get a good omen or a good T1, T0 unique, which is rare, but whatever. Let's just assume that. Good omen and T1, T0 unique.
The ritual experience right now for a new character is going to be very ass because uniques are not going to be worth anything really. And those very expensive tablets or omens are limited to T15 maps, so you won't have access to them for a while. So for like a completely new player, it's not going to be a great experience. That's just the state of the economy, right? Now for exploring ritual, I think you're overestimating how much your atlas tree is limiting you in the exploring ritual front in that regard, and it's more so ritual that's limiting you. Because in that situation, the main thing you want, past like 150 points, maybe slightly less, I didn't have any points I needed to pick for ritual. And even before that, I didn't have any points I needed. Once you have those top nodes, you have all the lineage shit ironed out. Those I haven't dropped the lineage gem yet, but eventually maybe it'll help, and I'll drop a lineage gem. But that is, I see that as separate from ritual. Because regardless of whatever strat you're doing, you're benefiting from that. So if the question is ritual, then the question is how can you juice ritual in a way, and are there things limiting you on the tree? And the most limiting factors on the tree are not that limiting, because what you're missing is like pack size, like some travel nodes that are pack size or increased magic monsters or this, and that eventually leads to more tributes. But you have a decent chunk of tribute to begin with. If you really wanted and you got a good amount of, and you like set up your tablets in a proper way, you will
like 3K,
decent. I mean, depends on your,
to be honest though,
tablets.
I wasn't really speaking, like I only responded to the ritual thing because you were doing ritual.
I'm just giving you an example.
What I've been doing, which is like breach and abyss and shit.
I mean,
that one, the next step for juicing is increasing the effectiveness of monsters, and that is present on the atlas tree and also on tablets.
It is just in effectiveness and present on, yes. So for effectiveness, yes, you will need, there is some effectiveness. There's some biome specific effectiveness nodes, if I remember correctly. There's some random, just generic effectiveness as well. Those things will stack up to help you get effectiveness. But by far the biggest source is going to be your tablets. And I don't think you are trolling if you don't have all the effectiveness nodes on the tree, on the atlas tree. By the time you click it, if you have all the breach nodes and I don't think your loot is from breach specifically will be so much worse than the person who has the other points. The difference though is your map in general will give you less. right? Your map in general is giving you less. The effectiveness specifically will touch ritual, but it depends on how much there is and how much you don't have. And the real solution to that is, if you think it's an amount that you can't do without, then you just might have to kill Arbiter one more time and get the core points. Because at the end of the day, are there, and like, we know this Atlas tree is designed so when you have everything, there are cascading effects as you go through different biomes that give you different sorts of loot. We know this, right? That is literally the design philosophy around it. But the thing is, how do I put it? Or how do I explain this? Effectiveness will multiply these values, so each individual biome will give you a bit more. And if you want effectiveness on breach specifically, I assume when you say effectiveness, I assume you mean effectiveness and two suffixes you care about or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that case, that is touching on the top farms, because going for 3 more tablets, regardless of the strategy.
Two is high up there, bro. 2 is 60, 70.
Yeah, and this is the same for most other strategies. Like if I'm going for ritual, for example, just 2 mods. If I'm going, let's say, deferral and reroll cost reductions, I'm looking at that same price range. But something else to note is these price ranges are split over 10 maps. Don't forget. So it's not like you're paying 60 a map. It's split over 10 maps. But at the same time, yes, it is a higher cost. But I don't think it's because you don't have your tree that you shouldn't engage with those 60, 70 exalt ones, because those ones you are bound to make a profit from the league mechanic alone, and your random encounters will also. But if you go for 3 more tablets, at that point you definitely want to have more juice to make sure, or to give you a better chance at RNG. And that just means,
I agree to some extent, for sure. I don't know if I fully agree that the juice is there. Well, like, count in masters, because then your masters have to be good, which again is pulling you farther and farther away from fortress shit. Your Jado and my other people are so far, but now I'm realizing your Jado is such a big part of juicing that I just need to go get him.
Yes.
That tablet thing, proccing or whatever.
Jado is big, 100%.
As someone that wants to juice.
The way I see,
you know what? I just need to not proc anything for a while and try to get my Jado Doriani up. That doesn't feel that fun, to be honest.
I mean, you saw when I was chasing Doriani and how I was trying to find corrupted zones and I couldn't.
So you agree?
To a degree, yes, I do. I think
there's a push and pull here that can be frustrating. Because I don't know someone who's looking to level everything. Like, I'm not gonna touch the temple mechanic just yet, but there's so much. Just you still need to get to some of these places. On the limited time, like, feels a bit rough.
Yeah, limited time would definitely play a big role. Let me think.
Finally be like, I can relate to the.
Let me think. So the push and pull, at least the way I approach it, is it's there. It exists. You want to. I think I mentioned this when I was first in the Atlas. Like, there are so many things you need to do, and there's only so much time. And you might think you need to do everything, and for a bit you do need to do a lot of the things. What I will say, we have Wanderlusts. What I will say is, if you want to be able to explore the Atlas, to a degree, this is not PoE1. This is more, the way the progression currently is more akin to TLI. You want to pick a mechanic, you want to get the things you need for that mechanic, and then you kind of want to explore with that mechanic. For me, that was ritual. If you don't, you will end up with a situation where every X amount of time you're going back to town because or you're going back to spawn or Lumbridge, because now you need this master leveled, and now you need this one leveled, and now you need this one, this separate thing leveled, and you just keep needing to level different things, but you really just want to explore and, you know, do this one thing. So I think for you, the best solution would be to try to get like a priority system. If the Atlas is very important to you to like, you know, to complete, then you need to explore, which means that might mean exploring either a mechanic. Why did that just pull me somewhere else? That might mean exploring the mechanic that you already have the things you need for it to just keep progging, or it might also mean going for a separate mechanic, and then once you have that, then sticking to that mechanic and going to explore so you can get the things you need for the Atlas. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like it's
you might have lost me a little bit there, but I was listening.
now, I'm just basically saying that it's more TLI like than PoE1, and you can't, and realistically, if you want to, if you're prioritizing your Atlas, then you need to pick a mechanic and just explore the Atlas with that one mechanic, and you can't really explore too many other things. Does that make sense?
Justice now.
It's like TLI, you pick a mechanic and you keep
Double up on my
progging.
breach tablets.
Yeah, like if you have the things you need for breach. Yeah, like if you already have things you need for breach, keep going.
Though, in the meantime.
And then you just explore past that. Basically.
Sounds good.
And then eventually, when you get to the end game, one of the perks, if you will, I don't call it end game because you're in the end game, but like when you get to like all your completions, then
there's a deeper level of end game here, bro. So you can call it that. Like genuine, I do think that.
But when you get there, then you can now, unlike TLI, start exploring any mechanic you want, because now you're just flipping through different atlases. Because like right now, I don't have all my masters at 4, but I have like 2 of them at 4. I have Ritual done, I have Delirium done, so I can bounce between them if I needed to. I'll probably do, once I get this character up and running, I might do Temple, so then that enters rotation of things I can bounce around to do. Eventually I'll go do Expedition, and now that enters the rotation. Breach could then be something I explore. That enters rotation of things I can do. It's like, instead of having to buy pets in TLI, the pay cost is time.
Basically playing free to play.
Yeah.
Touch.
Except you can get to the tippity top with
now
just
you
free to play.
understand why I helped in Discord yesterday and said what I said. You thought I was trolling when I said it, but I actually did clock that feeling, and I was like, I would love to just not do this.
Man has he has embodied the TLI experience. Andre would be proud.
Said something to me that really I've been thinking about, which is live service games don't survive without wheels. And I've been thinking about that a lot recently.
I mean, we need time wheels, otherwise the really rare items would just not exist. That's just the truth. In PoE, we only have time wheels. We don't have, you know.
Your end comes.
Yeah, we became a little bit pay to win with merchant tabs. People that have 20 fucking pop off in league start environments, especially with the time they have. 20 plus merchant tabs. Like
yeah.
The strat that Mark was talking about, which is like Giga putting gear up. It's what we were doing before, but they get to do it now, you know. Because that's what we did before, right? In League Start, we just like dump gear and gear tabs and like bulk price them. They just do the same, but for merchant tabs. I don't think it's like a giga whaling thing, but I do think someone with 30 merchant tabs is.
I mean, I have 8 merchant tabs, and I'll be honest, I only use 2. I just got the bundle, so I have like 6 or something, or 8, but like I only use 2. And like I'm so used to the life of having just the one that I just use that one, and I barely touch anything else. What is that happens where sometimes my killing palm ends up chaining to someone else.
What do you mean? I mean, you just call it the next person.
Like I hit,
You can hold it, then just go. You don't need to.
It's not doing that. Like it's recasting my killing palm. It's doing the recast animation. But like sometimes
the axe.
Holy, how much is it now?
175.
Back to the soil.
Yeah, like at that point, at some point when I got it was like a divine or two.
I need mana.
Ooh, what is that damage?
Unnatural.
I'm getting to the point where killing palm might not be enough damage to just one-shot trash mobs.
That point happens quick. It's kind of what Bale's so fun with the ascendancy. So
Yeah.
you just get carried, bro.
I'll just double down on strength runes is probably what that means. But I'm not about to spend 48 exalt or whatever on one lesser strength rune. Did it say you can 3-to-1 downwards? No, that's for currency, not for runes, I think. Unless it also works on runes. I'll have to check.
The walls carry
But I feel like it wouldn't. But yeah, I think I might just double down on some extra strength runes and hope that carries my killing blow to actually still one-shot in. Because like I don't know how I'm going to deal with this Count Giorno already, because I mean
Today is a good day.
Falling Thunder.
Yeah, but like
Foreshadow.
I need charges for that and I can't generate single target yet. Unless I'm missing something.
You can also just do it without charges. Still does some decent damage. If you're thinking.
Yeah, I am twinking, and yes, it does okay damage. Doesn't have range, but it does okay damage.
That's what I did. And we're playing the same build.
Yeah, I have Devour now at least.
Thunder!
I can just use Devour now. I think Giorno himself has corpses in his fights.
I was gonna try leveling, but I think I'll just probably play a bit and
The
then.
voice of the man I must face.
But I've started buying the gear for leveling. Maybe try to like get some things done, so the next character doesn't have to do these things, because it'll have worse clear for a while.
Yeah, something's done like what? Oh, you mean like in Atlas Progging?
Chores. Yeah, the Atlas Progging chores. I mean, just that sounds like I'm salty. That's what it is.
No mana. No mana.
The setup doesn't do anything about mana sustain, right?
This is the cost.
It's not like I'm missing something. It just doesn't take care of mana sustain.
No. It's just is rough. I mean, there's just not that much you can do about mana system.
Yeah, I've been using mana regen runes, and I think honestly max mana was probably a better rune for it, or some balance between both of them. But it also just means I'm missing out on a decent amount of strength scaling.
I need mana. The mighty fall.
Shock.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to be using Devour.
Vile abomination!
I need mana. The mighty fall.
His voice literally gets louder. What up, Hollow Edge? How you doing? New build? Yep. I need to level through the campaign in order to actually, play the build I want. But we're going to be twinking so that doesn't take too long.
What are they doing?
Husband, this interloper has the power we need. Kill him, and you shall have everything I promised.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself. We'll see about that.
Lightning!
Easy prey.
I need
Run, little rabbit. You. That's Oyana.
What up, Ray? How you doing?
I think not. I expected so much more from you. Since you are too weak to do the job, I'll find someone who can.
All right, Jono. I'm gonna need you to hurry up.
You manipulative whore. How dare you abandon me after all I've given you?
I cannot.
Your pulse quickens. The eternal impure. With bloodlust and power.
Oh, I can actually get power charges here.
Our Esamir endured. But soon all were devoured. In unending war. Death waited at the door. Then hour by hour, men fell as summer soured.
So they actually enter the loathsome mire, right?
I smell your blood.
Loathsome Maya.
I'm ravenous.
The portal you get in Jelly.
Yeah. Are you gonna do it?
I do know that.
Show
Well,
the
that is a good
experience,
thing to
right?
rank, by the way, because those amulets don't have level requirements. So if you search up a notable, you can probably just snag one.
That is a fair point. What's
You just won't be able to put mods on it.
yes, but what notable do I care for that would help mana specifically? Because that's what I'm thinking.
she taken the beast? I found messages from the desert. Yes. From the Vastiri. Find her.
I just had Persis explode into 3 divines and a concentrated liquid of suffering.
Holy.
That's 1.3 div. What the fuck?
GG. Kind of good. How about you? I'm doing good. Looking forward to actually getting this build up and running.
Must make haste.
What build are you going for? A monk? Yeah, I'm a monk. I'm going for martial artists, companion. Well, spirit vessel martial artist pretty much is the idea here. Pick that up and then we dip. You want to make a monk too? Sure, what do you want to play? Yeah, my idea is basically Spirit's Vessel is really good for Oil Barrage. So I want to make a build that focuses on the Spirit Vessel instead of like having the Spirit Vessel be a side character for the monkey build. I think this is where we go next. Yes, it is.
You've done the darkness that good luck be.
This hooded.
All right, what am I getting here? I'll just go Lesser Storm.
Till next time.
The village. The fled. Betrayal of. The Countess has escaped with the beast.
I had a spirit walker with Zakoa as a boss already. Yep. That was my last build, and I had fun with it. It was really good, and I used the Wyvern as a supporting character. But like, the differences between the Wyvern in that build and this one are going to be things like it's not going to need stuff like Devour anymore, so it doesn't need to worry about it being stuck in Devour animations for an extended period of time, and it should have very consistent uptime on. It should have very consistent uptime on power charges, more so than the last one. So you should just be able to just spam Oil Barrage. The real question is how am I going to deal with presence AoE? I think that is my biggest concern right now, is making sure he's going to be my presence to actually be able to give him power charges. And I know eventually I'm going to have like screen wide presence AoE, but like up until that point, it might be a bit awkward. We'll see how it feels. Worst case scenario, he runs up to power charges, he walks up to me, and he gets his power charges, you know.
Thunder!
Uncut spirits. Low level spirit gems are always nice to have. Is there anything else I would want from here? Herald of Thunder is already fine. What if I did Herald of Ice? Then I need to freeze because it says shattering an enemy. I don't freeze. Okay, never mind. Iron Ward. No. I guess I could do War Banner. I have the spirit for it. Could also do Wind Dancer. But I'm not yet scaling evasion or anything. Realistically, War Banner is probably the better one. I'll try it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know, by the way. I think Russia could be cool. I know it's a big maybe, but I'm interested. But I haven't actually given it some thought, so when I finally did give it some thought, I was like, yeah, that could actually be fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth exploring. See if that is what you need, the push you need for minions.
I still don't think we should call them minions. I don't know if it's that much. Like, I know your minions will still do damage because you're getting a shit ton of minion.
I don't know if I'd necessarily call it minion. I call it I will call it minion adjacent at the very least. Like minion adjacent, like it's minions without really being minions. Because I mean, you don't care about minions surviving anything. You don't care about any of the. It's your one action equal, you know, one thing. And nothing is happening other than the one action you performed.
Also, the I don't know how the cast on minion tech to automate infusion seemed really interesting.
You just make sure your minions are dying, and with like, you know,
They use the hyena Inferno Legion hyenas to make sure they die.
Infernal Legion hyenas.
The talisman, the unique talisman.
Oh, high sex claw.
I think they put that on swap.
I mean, those will live, so they have to die. Wait, you could do that. I don't remember the condition of for high seg is a problem.
I don't either, but they seem to be really excited that I removed at least one button. The clear on that does look insane, you're right.
Shock.
I think the screen wide is kind of crazy.
Which one? Ice?
Yeah.
Oh. Where did you see ice? Was that what the post was using?
Why did my logbook not tank?
I've got this.
No mana.
I see people doing that on YouTube
Let
and shit.
this prove my worth. I should return to the caravan.
Yeah, ice is really good. I think you will enjoy ice. I don't know about fire and sand as
They
much.
still use fire on the side for
You use
single target,
sand on the side. I don't know if you'd use fire. You'd use ice
whoever
and
Kalari is.
that's sand. You'd use
Oh, yeah,
sand,
sorry, sand.
but you wouldn't use fire. So now your biggest obstacle is crafting. I know nothing in PoE 2. What are you trying to craft? Maybe I can give you ideas. Because I'm versed in PoE 2 crafting. It just might not be cheap.
So the beast has time is short. Make haste.
For something like crafting amulets, my latest high budget POB, which is on my build spreadsheet, if you check the notes section, that has crafting steps for one of these, for the special amulets pretty much. But that is if you're trying to craft plus levels with a minus suffix amulet. But generally crafting follows the state of get a fractured mod, chaos a second mod, try to deterministically get a third mod, and if you can also a fourth mod, and then you're kind of RNG in the remaining two. For jewelry, you can kind of weigh the RNG in your favor for those remaining two, but for regular items it's just pure RNG. I'll give you an example. For helmet, if you were to try crafting a +2 minion helm, you'd want to start off fracturing, let's say +2, easiest one. Then you chaos spam until you get your second suffix, i.e. res. It's not worth crafting this, by the way, but just as an example. Chaos spam until res. Then for the third one, you're going to, you either want to abyss or you want to randomly slam. Now, once you have your 3 suffixes, the first prefix, if you have not used abyss or essence, is kind of deterministic because you can just use a perfect essence to guarantee that first prefix, and then you RNG the remaining two, and you kind of just go with that. Weapons are, I don't know how to craft weapons. Those are different. They can follow the same rule, but you typically want a 6 modded weapon, so a 4 modded weapon would typically not cut it. Is a problem. A staff with 6 all spell skills is what I'm aiming for, and it's fucking expensive on trade. Yeah, something like that is going to be expensive because, I mean, plus the levels in general has low weighting. Plus 6.
I recommend Big Daddy for crafting stabs. I think he has like a deterministic video.
Or
very determined. Caster weapons are very deterministic this league.
Oh, there you go.
Like, I assume whatever he does for staff is very similar for wand. I don't think there's that much of a difference. Or like, you know, sorry, whatever he does for wands. Big Daddy is his name.
The armor stacker.
Armor stacker gamer. He does more than that now, to be honest. He kind of rebranded, but...
Oh, really? I just know him for his armor stacking Imperial one.
He makes a shit ton of LE juicing content, and he also plays a lot of cock in this game. Big Daddy likes playing the cock.
Where is the shock?
Wait, 12?
What was that?
I just clarifying that you're 12 years old since you were giggling at that.
Yeah, Big Daddy plays with cock. Your point? Did I say anything that is untrue? You see, there. Is it because they were primed for calling that I was able to chain it? But like sometimes it happens, other times it just doesn't. I don't get what the difference is. Like unless I'm doing something horribly wrong, I don't get it.
Probably a drop of Garacons, right? On this kill.
Good luck. Apparently, lineages are like, I think, what's his name? Dead Rabbit Estimates says they are on average like 1 in 16.
Nah, bro, there's that, though.
What?
1 in 16 is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
You thought they were more common?
Oh, he knows. No, I think they're rare. I don't think they're more common.
I mean, 1 in 16 is rare. What do you mean? Are you doing 16 of these maps?
I don't know. I'd be looking at like, I guess I'd be looking at people like Red Bells who like literally did the strats for a week. So he literally just has the stats on how many maps he has done, how many he's gotten.
And what do those numbers look like?
And you'll see like 60 Garacon resolve maps gotten and done, and you'll see like
4?
3 or something. Yeah.
4. That's still on average with 1 in 16.
I mean, I don't know that. I think
1 in 16 is 4 in 64.
I don't know. They don't think it's 1 in 16. So I don't know. 16. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been doing it. So I have a comparison.
I mean, I'm just saying what I heard you say.
64, yeah. I'm curious. I mean, like, it would be nice if we all pull data, because there's so much we still don't know, right? We don't know if like the other essences work, the other things work with it.
If the other essences work with what?
The other things, like the other mods on other type of tablets work with it. And shit like
Oh,
that.
you mean like quantity, just quantity on unique monsters?
Yeah. Quantum unique monsters. Like, this league is the first time we started picking up on Wheatstone working with it.
Yeah, we'll see how it all goes. The thing is like pulling data. How do people even pull data? You have to probably be someone that's popular, right? That literally asks for data and stuff like that, and it's not Where is this thing? Where am I passing? Okay, there. And yeah, or you join a community that's already pulling data or something like that.
I would love to know as well. So, not gatekeeping. I'm just not coping. I think it's. I think they. I also just think they made it rare this league.
They probably
It was already
did,
rare last
but I assume once you have your points, it's probably at the same level. Would be my guess.
But you get increased chances of it dropping.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, if you wanted to chase this,
and I think there is
if you didn't have those points.
There's a Jado point that also gives you lineage stuff. Is it Jado? There's somebody, a master, that messes with it as well.
There's someone.
Jado gives you reveal for the maps.
What does that reveal mean? Does he like make one?
I don't know if he makes one or if he just, I know he reveals one. I don't know if it was there before because it was in fog, right?
And does it like show up when it happens, or is it just like, oh, that one got revealed?
I haven't used it to reveal it, but I assume, I don't know if it's a pan. I don't think it's a pan, but I think it should be close enough that you should see it. I don't know. Maybe pans. I almost feel like it wouldn't.
I almost feel like it
Died
wouldn't.
clawing for escape.
It kind of hates the banning thing. So when they do it now, they hate like, you know.
I mean, that should still be bugging, and I'm meant to be panning, and it just doesn't.
And just waiting. I'm just like, bro, just get this shit over with. But I know we need to do this.
Because like I know he recommended Jado on what's it called? What's called the Incursion Alva Temple because of the revealing.
Let's go Sacred Reservoir. If I drop a Garricans right now, man, I don't know what I would do.
You roll your next character. Surely if you're seeking challenge from the game, you will go for the 0 to hero experience on your Varashta so that you don't trivialize it too early.
That's what I was thinking.
Sargok style.
I'm fascinated by how he does that. Bro, any thinks? Oh! Is that bait tank? Does he have a bait tank?
Those who have a bait tank.
Katal's rejuvenation, is that money?
I don't know if it is. There was talk about it on Minion setups, but I think it ended up not working.
You're telling me this brother has 4 supports he can give you now? Did you know that?
What's Katal's? Oh, how expensive is it? I know what Katal's is.
Katal's is 117x, but so he has Zarok's Refrain, Garakan's Resolve, which is 300 dude, Barashta's Blessing, Katal's Rejuvenation. Did he always have 4?
I mean, I don't
Isn't
know.
that why this shit is more expensive?
I feel like he probably always had 4 because like Katal's Rejuvenation is not new.
No mana.
Need more mana.
We still make money, so it's fine.
I think this mechanic, can't you just sprint away and not have to deal with it?
At least there's one survivor of this madness.
That's skill gem level 6. We need one more before we can generate power charges single target. I think it's Siphoning Strike. Yeah, this is it. But it only grants 1 power charge. I will use Falling Thunder here. Get that to level 6. You know, I completely forgot about War Banner. Should I use a single target? Not like Imanta's.
So, let us move swiftly.
Kratos Passage. You know, I still, even with everything I just did, I got all the circles that what's his face wanted. Pharaoh. I still forgot to go turn in the quests, I think.
Die!
Ooh, what is that damage?
Many-legged monstrosity. No mana.
If I didn't have as much help as I currently do, I would probably be dead. What minion build are you aiming for? I am currently aiming for Spirit Vessel focus. So in the end game, my main DPS minion is going to be Spirit Vessel and maybe zombies. Maybe. We'll see how I feel about them. I'm going to be generating power charges anyways, so it will technically just be almost free to have zombies. Where is that bridge?
I need mana.
What ascendancy? Have you forgotten what in my stash at the moment? 84. I'm going to be going martial artist. This is my first ever monk.
You're mine.
Where is the way forward? I came in from the right, so I assume it could be here. Yeah, it is here. Okay, cool.
What works of wonder? There are parchments all along these walls.
I need mana. Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself. Face me. Mists Knights of Sulamit. Sans Wrath.
I need mana.
Atul. Face me. You sting.
But Russia has to be like the only boss where she would be down and still able to hit you with one of her side gens. I should probably have called it if I'm being honest. I didn't think it was killable actually. There we go. All right, get your butt over here. Could have told me I could kill that guy. If I knew that sooner, the person would be long dead. All right. Next we go back to this guy, and then we'll go here for Halani Gates. But anyways, as for why martial artists, my idea is my ascendancy is basically going to handle power charge generation, and then we're going to give power charges to my wyvern to then spend with Oro Barrage. That's kind of the idea. Now, because we have power charges, well, we can have power charges, I am contemplating adding zombies to the mix. Potentially. It will cost a bit more because for us to have power charges, we need to have a scepter, a 2-socket scepter, and that is, you know,
Let us see what the
not the cheapest, especially if you're going for a +4. Very, very not cheap. So it's not exactly free to have.
Hold them back while I open the gate.
It's not free having zombies.
Let the tide of war flow.
So I guess technically I don't need the presence AoE one. It's just, why wouldn't I have 50% increase presence AoE when my concern is presence AoE?
no mana.
Wouldn't Loctonia Caress help at least for early? Loctonia would help early for like leveling, but that would be, if I'm using Loctonias, that means I'm using Hollow Form. If I'm using Hollow Form, that means I'm not scaling minions. Does that make sense? Like they kind of are opposing thoughts, where if you scale one, you're not scaling the other.
Your fate is sealed.
Like if I use Loctonians and I generate minions just for the sole purpose of generating power charges so I can then use zombies, I could see that working. Well, is there a problem with this? Yo, where is this chick? Yo, is she stuck somewhere? The fuck? You dumbass. Get your butt over here. No getting distracted, okay? Come do the thing.
Out the caravan through all 3 gates. My warriors will swarm them under. The enemy crumbles.
Asala, would you like to get your butt over here? Or is that too much to ask?
Give these demons no quarter.
I was wondering why my map was so quiet. This area is never quiet.
Shameful renegade.
All right, let's do that again.
We must continue our advance.
Need to make sure we have power charges going into this fight.
Noxious Sycamore.
He? Shaman Ra? How is this possible?
Wrath of the king. The Manaketh will fall by my hand. I shall dethrone you, Sycamore! You are unworthy! No mana.
Oh my god, I'm out of mana. All right.
I shall dethrone you, Sycamore, and leave you to the sands! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore! Wrath of the king! Thunder!
The good news is I still have mana regen. So I just need to give it a bit of time.
I shall dethrone you, Sycamore! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore! And leave you to the sands! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore, and leave you to the...
All right, let's do this again. Now it's actual charges.
Hold them back while I open the gate.
Meet the dreamer. I need mana. Noxious Sycamore.
He? Shaman Ra? How is this possible?
Wrath of a king! No mana. The Manaketh will fall by my hand! No mana. You are unworthy! The Manaketh will fall by my hand!
Yeah, this skill isn't the best to not use charges with.
I shall dethrone you, Sycamore, and leave you to the sands! I need more. I shall dethrone you, Sycamore,
Like it takes
and leave you to the sands! You are unworthy!
It takes quite a bit of mana to just do 800 damage.
You, Sycamore,
And unless I'm regenerated,
I shall dethrone you, Sycamore! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore!
also I should probably upgrade my mana flask to be fair.
I shall dethrone you, Sycamore, and leave you to the sand! You are unworthy! The Manaketh will fall by my hand! The Manaketh will fall By my hand!
No mana.
Wrath of the king!
Yeah.
The Mariketh will fall by my hand! I shall dethrone you, Sekima! I shall dethrone you, Sekima! And leave you to the sands! The Mariketh will fall! I tried to seek peace.
There we go.
And the Sekimas disgraced me! Left my corpse to rot in the sand. This time, we choose war!
You receive the death you deserve! And I shall give you another!
We shall finish this! But not today.
Make haste! He must not escape!
Alright, we managed to do it somehow.
Quickly! He conjures the very sands against us!
That was kind of miserable. But I hope this is the quest where I actually do start getting power charges single targets. I think it is.
We would have more speak to us.
Yeah, it is.
I will tell you if the I will so.
All right. Oh no. I need 2 levels. Okay. Do you want to support Devour with anything? Trigger spark projectiles on use. No, we don't want that. Flasks could be okay. I think ultimately I do want profusion.
Isn't Ben shot today?
Yeah.
And I typed something that he questioned me on that I've been thinking about.
Okay.
I told him my idea about how I wish we could just like kind of reset the Atlas,
Okay.
like reset the quest progression, and without having to switch leagues. And he said, "Why do you want that?"
Okay.
I said, "Bro, splitting. Why do I want that?"
You said what?
I knew it was because I thought, well, it just had me really questioning how much I wanted it.
Okay. Let's do corpse conservation, shall we? Did you arrive at an answer?
I didn't.
What about all the reasons you said so before?
It didn't feel like that was enough of a reason to have that. Because let's say I want to have a fresh SSF, a fresh zero to hero feeling in the game, and enjoy the quest progression to Arbiter and kill him. That would probably be the first reason I would say. Like, do I really need the quest to reset to be able to do that? I can still just do that myself by just like controlling the maps I use, controlling how much I invest, the way you just brought up that I should do with Varashta. Doing it the other way is already done. It's not like...
Okay.
So that just had me thinking about that, like... I just dropped another concentrated liquid suffering from Kosis.
GG.
These
Holy Descent could be decent. No pun intended.
Oh yeah, I felt like I didn't need that I didn't need it to be fully reset to enjoy that experience. And because of that, it just had me reconsidering, like, yeah, did you really, like, why do you want that so much?
Ah, yes.
I thought you wanted it because it gave you direction.
You have your orders.
Direction is really nice. But I just have to question myself, like, how much do you really care about that in the experience, in the total experience? And I wasn't sure I had an answer.
Yeah.
Cause like, maybe that's also like rose petaled, colored tinted glasses or whatever.
Yeah, rose tinted glasses.
But, like, first experience is nice. Again, I want the option. So like, if I click it, I'm like, oh fuck. It would be hard for them to revert it. It would be a decision you're committed to. You can't just
Yes.
turn it off and then turn it back on after you do the first person. Like, oh fuck.
And then you
I think
might
that was wrong.
and then you might feel like, oh, this is ours because you can't undo it.
But not peace.
Even if you opted into it.
Need more mana. Lightning.
If this is a once per season thing, right? I don't need to actually find the side zones anymore.
No mana.
Yeah, it had me thinking about that. And figured I'd let you know. Maybe reconsider. It was such a simple question, but I was like, oh fuck, I don't actually have this is 100% why. Because every reason I brought up in my head was like, yeah, but you never needed that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a valid question. Whoa.
Jin woman in my ritual.
Jin woman? Did she send you home?
Almost. We're still alive.
Oh, Varashta.
Yeah.
Not Varashta, Balbala.
Almost sent me home, not gonna lie.
I think one of the scariest people I hear in Ritual as a spawn boss is the Queen of Filth. She terrifies me.
Fucking Queen Mommy.
She terrifies me because I don't know when the slam is coming or when like I'm just like, oh my god, I need to kill whatever is in this ritual with me right now before a slam I'm not expecting hits bonks my head. Start running all over the fucking place. You definitely cannot.
Back to the soil.
Almost level 22. That reminds me, I wanted to show you my thumbnail before you went to bed.
Sure.
So remind me, please, if you do remember.
Send it, because I'm probably gonna head out soon.
I haven't actually exported it. I know it's not ready. I need to know what I want changed or what I can change. We're killing Palm. Question.
Another runestone.
We're killing Palm. What is it that causes a phantom to spawn beside you and, I don't know, extend the killing Palm chain, I guess? Because like
Killing
some
bomb makes a phantom.
what's empowered?
I'm missing your question.
Like, what is there anything I'm missing that could make the chain go on?
I mean, if the gem just says when you call an enemy, their life is low enough. Calling an enemy to their life is low enough and performing additional dashing strikes to other callable targets in range if your target was called. So I think after you've just called one, you have a chance to go. You just like you've guaranteed the chance to like go again. You really
But that's callable.
Bells.
But that's when they are callable. Because
the first one was callable, you have another chance to dash. It doesn't mean the second one has to be callable.
I mean, I be doing that even with the first one callable, and that shit doesn't really chain unless, like, I assume unless there are multiple that are callable.
Yeah, I assume so too. You know what, low key, like actual low key, doing daily and my damage shows ass. I haven't spec'd it. It's just like the daily I'm getting in the maps.
Holy.
It doesn't feel like ass, but my damage is kind of delayed because obviously at first I have to channel for a little bit, and then like depending on the rarity of the monster, like the power charge has the proc for the extra.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you are. Hold on. It's not me. You use ice fragment on a kill. You're mad.
Oh, Rogue Exile.
Oh, bro has the infinite regen shit there. Can he actually just not die? What the fuck?
He got the shrine.
He was next to the replenishing shrine, but he didn't get it. I don't give unique monsters shrine buffs.
Yeah, that shit. Holy, what the fuck was that damage?
Only so much time did they have to play.
Your fate is sealed.
Those half-breeds.
The excavator chest actually dropped no, by the way.
Excavator chests.
Surely we start hiding greater runes, bro.
Greater runes. You mean tier 3?
Greater storm runes, greater.
I mean, you can.
Check on Book of the Evening.
Oh wait, I just realized something. I can use Siphoning Strike now.
Yeah, think about the Varasha thing. I also just don't feel like I'm done with this one yet. Like, I've just been holding on to like 50 plus div and I haven't spent it because overwhelmed, I guess, a little bit. So I would like to finish experiencing this to like a good point. Also, I know the more I play certain builds, the less I want to play other builds. So yeah. Part of me just wants to drop it now and just go play Varasha stuff. And part of me is just like, yeah, bro, but you just got to the end game on this guy.
Need more mana.
All right, that was a better experience. Now that I have Siphoning Strike. I did get the quest item, right? Because I know I didn't wait for that thing to finish dropping shit.
Stay inside.
Concentrated liquid isolation. 4.8 div.
GG. Mine is printing.
Yo, wait, am I just being lucky? Or is this how daily works? Because I actually haven't done daily since day 2.
You're getting lucky. But you also will drop a
Concentrated
valuable
in every
oil.
run.
That's definitely lucky.
How was it when you farmed it?
I mean, you occasionally will get the drops, but you ain't getting it every map.
Was it profitable? Yes.
What's that?
Was it profitable?
Yeah, I made money from it. It's kind of hard to not make profit from it. I mean, you save up simulacrum shards and you eventually have a simulacrum, which was going for 5D, or each one was going for over an exalt in any case. So, you know. Rage 3 with Siphoning Strike. Alright. This is probably where we're going to end stream. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. If work allows me. Today was a very uneventful day at work, so didn't miss out on anything, and we could actually get to where we're streaming. Hopefully it's the same tomorrow, and we don't end up having some weird short stream because something very wrong goes in everything. Something goes very wrong. We don't know. We'll see. But if I can, I will be back tomorrow to level this character some more. Probably get it to at least Act 3, Act 4. See how fast we can level it up, and eventually by weekend the goal is to have a character that is actually starting to use the build I want. That is my goal, at least. So we'll see how it goes. But till then, have a good